Wherever you want me to go. I should tilt it outwards, I guess, for you. Well, it should be in a clear cup. Here you go, my friend.
Thank you. Oh yeah. That's better than mine. Are those the brewed holding containers? They're like a gallon and a half?
Yes.
Liter.
5% liters.
Liters.
Gallon and a half. Yeah. Pros and cons. You can have a reservoir that's as big as this table. Unlimited, but it's not refrigerated.
Yep.
The other machine that we have, the one where you have an internal reservoir, it stays chilled inside that container. But the downside of that is that size. Yep. But you can keep it there chilled for as long as you like.
Everything's made, and there's nothing outsourced to. It's all Canada and America.
One thing in there that's not.
Compressor?
No, the compressor is from Brazil. The fan and the condenser are both China.
Okay.
Everything else is North America. So the stainless steel is from Chicago, aluminum is from Detroit. The foam, to the flow jet pumps are from Texas.
Is that a flow jet in there?
I think it's Mexico. I think.
I was curious.
All this is made in Canada, the actual metal fabrication. This is milled in the north of Ontario by like the Amish family.
Oh, wow.
The taps are Italian. The infusion technology is made in Canada, 100%. We do it from A to Z, all in Canada. So I would say like 90%, 80-90% of the fundamental parts of the machine are non-Chinese, except for fan
and you probably can't get away from that. There's nobody that's.
There's 4 companies that do the fan, and they do it under a million different names, but they're all from Shenzhen.
Yep.
And the condenser, we do have a supplier in the U.S., but it's just we use them initially, but their lead times are just insane. And China's delivering them faster than they can.
Yeah.
And we're like,
that's what you have to do.
Yeah.
You can't get away from it.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Yeah. Although I
took
would
note
say
of your comment here. You want to have more oomph.
Yeah, I thought we have a more oomph. But
So we have, this is our design, but most of our customers, they, like Bluestone Lane is a big customer of ours. They went with a white machine and they put their logo like a blue crown. Right. It's a perfect example of someone, they wanted to have their own design, not even black. So white with the crown. This was a lot more subtle. But our philosophy was let's veer away, but let's diversify away from coffee. We're looking more at bars, cocktails, mocktails.
You know what? One thing, a handle on the top.
Customized handle, or
well, for me, because I move it. I move it nonstop.
Yeah.
I might actually screw one on.
I'll screw it in the middle. Don't go to the front. Don't go to the back. Or if you put straps, I guess, on the side. It's not as pretty, but.
Now you said you designed this for the Middle East.
Initially, so we started off in Dubai. We were doing like more of the fun, like the bigger kegerators. When you want to do it B2B, there's a lot of add-on effects. If you have to get nitrogen tanks, you need the space, you need to have kegs. It was such a hassle to do B2B, so we tried to develop a machine. And so the brainchild came in Dubai for that market. So, and my partner was moving to Toronto at the time. He's like, let's do this in Toronto.
It's extracting the nitrogen from the atmosphere.
From the air, goes through a membrane, and then it's delivered right before the tap. It injects it right before the tap. So that took us a while to figure out, a couple of years.
Okay.
This is easier because it's literally plug and play.
Yes,
it's designed for someone like Matt. You don't want, if you're moving constantly from place to place, you want something easy and deliver fast. In a cafe, you can get away with a kegerator because it's built around it.
Right. That component that pulls the nitrogen out, does that have to be replaced at any certain interval? Okay, excellent.
Well, the membrane depends on the environment. If it's a very humid environment, I would say after five plus years, it's going to absorb a lot of the moisture and the humidity. You brought that up about Baltimore, but you can always swap that out. It's not the membrane itself. It costs something. It's not cheap, but you can swap it after 5 years. We haven't actually reached that point. We had to swap it out ever. But I can foresee it happening based on the specs. If you're outdoors and it's a very humid environment, it could theoretically happen. But what happens is, it would still work, but what happens is you get less, the percentage of nitrogen decreases a bit.
That makes sense.
When you swap, you go back up to a high percentage of nitrogen. So, but it's not noticeable unless you actually open it up and okay, I see what's happening.